Hi guys! Okay, tonight I'm going to make cabbage soup, and this is going to be a vegan cabbage soup that I found on a website called The Greek Vegan. I've modified it slightly because I do not have zucchini, so I'm instead using celery. And I have 5 cups of cabbage, just to show you what I have. 5 cups of cabbage right here. I have 1/3 cup of olive oil, I guess that's for frying. I have 1/2 cup of chopped onions, 1/3 cup of garlic, so this is 1/3 cup of garlic right here. I have 2 cups of potatoes, which is right here, 1 cup of carrots, and instead of the zucchini I have a cup of celery. I don't have dill, so I'm going to use cilantro. So it's about 2 tablespoons, probably a little more than 2 tablespoons of cilantro. And it also calls for thyme, which I have here, some dried thyme, salt, pepper, water, lemon juice. So, I'm going to get started. So it does say, with regards to this recipe, to definitely use the amount of olive oil they suggest. Apparently that's great for the flavor, so I'm going to do that. So the first thing for me to do is I'm going to put the olive oil in here. I don't like this pot. It's not the best pot in terms of frying stuff because, you know, it's a cheaper pot. But I'm going to saute the onions in here first. Then add the garlic. Then I'm going to add the salt, pepper, thyme, and cilantro. Then I'm going to add my carrots and stuff. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit more because I didn't quite fill that to 1/3 cup. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to get started and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm going to start adding my onions. It's not really hot yet, but you know, it will warm up a bit. And basically it says to saute. Sorry guys, I'm just reading that. Saute the onions until they sort of get translucent in color. I just hope I wasn't supposed to put I hope I was supposed to put all of the olive oil right there. I think I was. And I'm just looking here. And I'm certain that that's it. Okay, so you can hear it starting to, the oil starting to bubble up a little bit. This is a medium heat because I don't believe in cooking olive oil on high heat. It's actually, you should not cook olive oil on high heat because the oil will go rancid. It is supposed to be medium or lower, or even better, just eat olive oil in salads and so forth. So you can cook it at medium heat and that's fine. So that's why I'm doing it at this level. So I'm just gonna maybe let that saute for a little bit longer. Now you can see it's bubbling up. It's going to get the flavor out of that before I add the garlic. I'm following this recipe as it states, since I've never made this recipe before, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so this is sizzling up now, so I'm going to add the garlic. And let me just take a look. So add the garlic, and it says cook until soft. Being careful not to burn. Alright, I'm going to now add I'm going to first turn it down. It says to cook on low for 3 or 4 minutes once I've added the seasonings. So I'm just going to turn it low already. And I need, okay, so first of all, I'm supposed to put the dill. So I'll put my cilantro in here. I'll add that. I'll just give it a little mix up. And the dill, sorry, not dill, I don't have dill, so I need 2 teaspoons of thyme. So this is my teaspoon measurement. Looks like I'm running out of time. Oh, running out of time. So that's 1. That's 2. And for my salt, pepper, 1½ teaspoons of ground pepper. Just gonna mix that up before I add the rest. Already certainly flavorful. This is my ½ teaspoon measurement. I'm just gonna, oh, I hope I have enough pepper. Ooh, it's one. I might not have enough. I do think I have another. That's not quite 2, so I'm just dumping all that. That should be 1½ of the pepper, and I've got more somewhere. So there's that, and one. Call that 2. 3. Okay, so you cook on low for 3 to 4 minutes. And I will be back. So I'm going to let that just cook for a few minutes, and I'll be back for the next step. Okay, I'm back. So now I'm going to add the carrots and celery. Okay. Here's my cup of celery. Here's my carrots. Now you just need to mix it around to make sure you have all of the veggies coated with the oil and seasoning mixture. And it says to cook this on low for 10 minutes. So at this point, no water yet, but I'll follow the recipe as they state to do so. And this is low. I mean, I'm pretty low. So low that it, you know, I wonder if it's cooking well, but that's okay. It's a soup, so I know it will work out in the end. But I'm keeping it low. It's not going to burn this way. And you want to just take a closer look in the pot. That's what it looks like right now. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes. And I stirred this around a couple times just to make sure everything was getting evenly distributed to the heat. Now it says to add the cabbage. So here's my 5 cups of cabbage. And now you cook for 2 to 3 minutes, just until the cabbage starts to wilt. Okay, so this has been a few minutes. It's starting to wilt a little bit. And now, time for the potatoes. And what does it say here? I just got lost. Okay, sorry. Once you add the potatoes, that's what I thought, and I just didn't see the seed in there. Once you add the potatoes, you cook on low for like 8 minutes. So I'm just mixing it all up, and I'm going to leave this for 8 minutes, then you add the water. Okay, so I'll be back. Alright, so it's been 8 minutes. And now the next step is to add the 7 cups of water and then turn it on to high and cook for 15 minutes or until the potatoes are tender. So I've put 7 cups of water into this bowl. Putting it to high. You know, just mix it around, obviously, to incorporate all the water, all the flavor, everything. And I'll be back in 15 minutes, which, through the magic of video, will just be like a few seconds for you guys. Okay, it's not quite boiling yet, although maybe this is a low boil. I realized it said to boil on medium high, so I put it a bit lower. It's not fully boiling, and for that reason, I think I'm going to need to cook this for more than 15 minutes. Maybe at this rate I'm going to cook it more for half an hour. And I might want to add some of my vegan chicken stock to this. So I'm going to just taste this right here. I guess from her recipe she said that, you know, you can use chicken stock, but she always uses water. So let's see. I mean, it's not bad like that. I mean, it seems a bit watery, but I also know it's because it's not really boiling yet, and you know, the potatoes aren't getting soft, so stuff's not really getting the full chance to kind of, you know, fill up the water particles to become a good soup yet. I'll wait. I will wait. I will wait until things are soft, and I will see. But I might add some chicken stock. Sorry, not chicken stock. Vegan chicken stock to this. I think like that's what I'm leaning toward doing, but I'm gonna let this cook probably for 20 minutes before I decide that. So I'll be back, because I think this probably should cook for about half an hour. Okay, it's just about 20 minutes, and I did taste this, and obviously the flavors are coming through stronger now. You know, all the veggies are definitely incorporating into the water base to make it nice and flavorful. I'm just going to try this again because I still think I probably want a tiny bit of that vegan chicken stock in there. I mean, this is nice as it is, but I'm going to add a little. Why not? So I've got a tablespoon. There we go. So that's going to be the equivalent, or close to anyway, of using a veggie, like a broth, as opposed to water. So I'll probably still cook this another 10 or so minutes. Let me just see how I like that at this point. It might be very subtle, but let's see. Yeah, I like it. It's I think that's subtle. Maybe just adds a slight hint of salt, more saltiness, a little more flavor to it. You can add that in if you like, or leave it out. But it's good. Alright guys, I'll be back. Alright, so I cooked this a lot longer than the 15 minutes, and I think because of that, some of the water maybe evaporated, so I just added a bit more water. Add as much as you want to make it either as chunky as you want or not. And it tastes really good, guys, because all the flavors are now incorporated. This is a delicious cabbage soup. Hope you guys try it. If you do, let me know. Thanks for watching.